منطقة آسيا ونخبة أنديتها يجتمعون من شرقها إلى غربها للمنافسة على أغلى ألقاب القارة.
وكأنه تعود على الأهداف، سجلها أخيرا. ها هو الوصل.
دوري أبطال آسيا للنخبة على قنوات أبو ظبي الرياضية آسيا عبر تطبيق ستارز بلاي وإي لايف اتصالات ودو.
It's the end of an era for France, with World Cup winner Antoine Griezmann announcing his retirement from international football. The 33-year-old made his debut for France in 2014, scoring 44 goals in 137 appearances, starring for Le Bleu on the game's biggest stage. After winning the Golden Boot and the Player of the Tournament award at Euro 2016, Griezmann scored 4 goals and provided 4 assists in France's 2018 World Cup victory in Russia. Griezmann was also a Nations League winner with France in 2021. French international Ousmane Dembélé was dropped from PSG's squad for Tuesday night's Champions League clash against Arsenal. Dembélé was left out of the squad because of a disciplinary issue, as PSG manager Luis Enrique shed more light on the decision. If someone doesn't comply or respect the expectations of the team, it means they are not prepared to play. Dembélé has started the new season in red-hot form, scoring 4 goals and delivering 3 assists in 6 Ligue 1 games. In the wake of Marc-Andre ter Stegen's long-term injury, Barcelona have quickly identified a replacement. Former Arsenal and Juventus goalkeeper Wojciech Szczesny has agreed to come out of retirement and sign for Barcelona as emergency cover for ter Stegen. Szczesny will compete with Inaki Peña for the #1 shirt, with head coach Hansi Flick offering the Pole no guarantees of a starting berth. Barcelona players can't have that assurance guaranteed. Whether they will be starting players or not cannot be assured. Szczesny put pen to paper on a 1-year deal with the Catalans. A dramatic Madrid derby between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid at the Metropolitano Stadium was marred by crowd trouble. The derby descended into chaos after Atletico fans threw objects onto the pitch, forcing the game to be temporarily suspended in the second half. One Atletico fan has received a life ban for throwing an object at Real Madrid goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois minutes after the visitors took the lead. But Atleti manager Diego Simeone accused Courtois of provoking the home fans.
No justifica.
It doesn't justify the behaviour of the fans, but we need to be careful, and I include myself. For me, sanction the ones who provoke this. Courtois previously played for Atletico Madrid between 2011 and 2014. FIFA is pushing ahead with plans to stage the expanded 2025 Club World Cup in the United States. Despite increasing concerns over player welfare, FIFA remains committed to its vision of expanding the Club World Cup and bringing more global visibility to club football. The 12 stadiums selected for the tournament include some of the most famous sporting venues in the United States, many of which will also host matches during the 2026 World Cup. The final will take place at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, which has a capacity of over 82,000. Other venues include the Rose Bowl in Los Angeles, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, and the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The 32-team Club World Cup will begin on June 15, 2025. Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes has had his controversial red card against Tottenham overturned. Fernandes was shown a straight red card for a foul on Spurs midfielder James Maddison and would have faced a 3-match suspension for serious foul play. But the Red Devils successfully appealed the decision, meaning the midfielder's 3-game ban has now been rescinded. The FA ruled that Fernandes was wrongly dismissed in United's 3-0 loss to Spurs. Brest made it 2 wins from 2 in their debut Champions League campaign. Stuttgart and Sparta Prague finished 1-1, as did PSV and Sporting CP. Bayer Leverkusen beat AC Milan, and Borussia Dortmund obliterated Celtic 7-1, thanks to a first-half hat-trick from Karim Adeyemi.
It was a tough watch, to be honest. We weren't quite at our best, and they showed why they're a top team.
Manchester City, Barcelona and Inter all recorded emphatic victories, while Arsenal got their Champions League campaign up and running with a comfortable 2-0 win over PSG.
I think it raises the confidence, and the belief that we can compete with any team at that level in European competitions.
I sincerely believe that under no circumstances will I blame individuals after a defeat. If an individual has to take the blame for the defeat, then that is me who is the most responsible. Club Brugge and Atalanta both recorded away wins. Girona scored 2 own goals in a 3-2 loss to Feyenoord. Atletico Madrid was soundly beaten by Benfica, while Aston Villa celebrated a famous 1-0 win over Bayern Munich, with super sub John Duran scoring off the bench for the 5th time this season. Monaco fought back from 2 goals down to snatch a draw against Dinamo Zagreb. 10-man Juventus also had to come from behind to beat RB Leipzig. Lille pulled off a stunning upset win over defending champions Real Madrid, while a second-half strike from Mohamed Salah ensured Liverpool made it 2 wins from 2 in the Champions League.
What can I say about Mo? What you saw today is what you get. If you bring him often enough in positions like this, he can score a goal. He had a great assist as well.
Villarreal moved into 3rd spot in La Liga thanks to a 3-1 win over Las Palmas. Cagliari clinched their first win of the Serie A season, while Newcastle's narrow victory over AFC Wimbledon saw them through to the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. Bournemouth inflicted further misery on struggling Southampton, cruising to a 3-1 win at the Vitality Stadium. The Saints remain winless in the Premier League with 5 defeats in 6 games. Still to come, De Jong's long-awaited return and Palmer's day out.
في الأسبوع الخامس من دوري أدنوك للمحترفين، النصر يواجه عجمان. دوري أدنوك للمحترفين على أبو ظبي الرياضية. أكتوبر، شهر المواجهات التي تصنع الأساطير. فيورنتينا في موقعة شرسة ضد ميلان. يوفنتوس يصطدم بلاتسيو. روما والإنتر في صراع العمالقة. الإنتر وجها لوجه مع يوفنتوس في موعد مع قمة الموسم. فيورنتينا أمام روما، مباراة من العيار الثقيل. مواجهة نارية بين ميلان ونابولي. الكالتشيو في أكتوبر. كن شاهداً على الإثارة.
In the summer of 2019, Ajax prodigy Frenkie de Jong completed what he described as a dream move to Barcelona. One of Europe's most in-demand midfielders at the time, de Jong's €75 million transfer to Barcelona felt like the perfect move for both club and player. But over the ensuing 5 years, the relationship between de Jong and Barcelona has become strained, largely due to recurring injuries and issues regarding his salary. The Catalans have made no secret of their desire to sell the Dutchman. However, an ankle injury he sustained in April derailed those plans. That injury sidelined de Jong for just over 5 months, but the Netherlands international has overcome a difficult period and is now ready to get back to doing what he loves, playing football. It's been a tough process because playing football is what I love most. It's been my life. Football is my passion. And when you can't play big games, when you miss the Euros and many games of Barcelona, it's really difficult. Because what I love most is playing football. Despite pressure from Barcelona's medical team, de Jong has chosen not to force his recovery or risk playing with lingering pain. I've had 3 injuries to the same ankle, but I am gradually regaining my confidence to pass the ball and go strong into tackles. I think I'm doing okay. Hopefully it's not long now until I am back. After 162 days on the sidelines, de Jong made his long-awaited return in Barcelona's 5-0 win over Young Boys, replacing Lamine Yamal in the 75th minute. And as for rumours about a refusal to have surgery and an exorbitant Barcelona salary, they were refuted by the player. There were a lot of reports that were not true. Like I didn't want surgery, that I earn loads of money, as much as €37 million. That's a very big figure and is a long way off what I really earn. Frenkie de Jong has experienced many ups and downs at Barcelona. But with his latest injury behind him, the Dutchman is now ready to get back to doing what he loves, playing football. It is a known fact that Italian clubs are known for their defensive qualities. Italians see defending as an art, with the country's most iconic defenders playing for the biggest clubs in Serie A. AC Milan is a club that has nurtured some of Italy's greatest defenders, including Franco Baresi and Paolo Maldini. But modern-day Milan under Paolo Fonseca want to move away from the stereotypes about Italian teams and their preference to focus on defending. I was sent Xabi Alonso's words. What I always see when it comes to Italian teams in the Champions League is that the talk is always the same. They have teams that are very good at defending. They are very good on the counter. Rather than being known for defending and playing on the counter-attack, Fonseca wants to create a new identity at Milan. I want us to be a different team from this point of view. I would like to hear different words when people talk about AC Milan. We have work to do, as we don't want to be this type of team. The Rossoneri have certainly entertained in Serie A, scoring a league-high 14 goals, including 9 in their past 3 games, which were all victories. Those results have kept the Wolves at bay for Paulo Fonseca after coming under immediate pressure following a 3-game winless run to start the campaign. The key to AC Milan's improved form in Serie A has been their attacking proficiency, underlining the club's new identity. Cole Palmer's star continues to rise after the England international created history in Chelsea's 4-2 win over Brighton last time out. Palmer produced an incredible solo performance, becoming the first player in the Premier League era to score 4 first-half goals. His 4-goal haul came in the space of just 20 minutes, with Blues boss Enzo Maresca hailing Palmer as the best player in the Premier League on current form.
I know Cole from many years ago. I had him already one entire season with under 23 at City and then with the first team. The best thing he has is that in the way he is today as a boy, he was exactly in that way 3-4 years ago. So goals, assists, best player of the Premier League. This doesn't change the way he is. It's a simple guy, it's a humble guy.
Since joining Chelsea from Manchester City in August 2023, no player has contributed to more goals in the Premier League than Palmer. Not even Erling Haaland.
Top player, he's top player. And the important thing about the previous thing is that today in football, young player, they change very quick. They score 1 goal and they think that they are already, and Cole, he scored many goals, many assists. He's top player, but he never changed. And this is the most important thing.
Palmer's 4-goal masterclass against Brighton moved him up to 6 goals in as many Premier League matches. Ayoze Perez has started the season in fine fettle, scoring 6 goals in 7 games to help Villarreal sit 3rd in La Liga. Christian Pulisic has been key in getting AC Milan's season back on track, scoring 4 goals in his past 5 Serie A appearances. Eintracht Frankfurt are on a roll in the Bundesliga, and it's largely thanks to Omar Mamouche, who scored his 5th and 6th goals of the campaign last weekend. French international Bradley Barcola has been a standout player for PSG, scoring 6 goals to top the Ligue 1 scoring charts. Still to come, Tottenham find their groove under Ange Postecoglou.
في الأسبوع الخامس من دوري أدنوك للمحترفين، العين يستضيف الوحدة. دوري أدنوك للمحترفين على أبو ظبي الرياضية.
Urbanski, super header, ball opening up for Castro. Almqvist, as Mohamed clipped in, headed in.
have a huge crash here in cold waters.
دائما نتنافس قبل السباق، ها انا بسبق وانا ما ادري شو، يعني تحدي.
وثائقي القرش الأبيض ثاني القمزي على قناة ياس.
After a slow start to the new season, Tottenham appears to have clicked into gear. It's 4 wins.